I found this item at a thrift store. It is constructed from hardwood and features a solid iron chain link along with brass plates. The interior is hollow and its dimensions are approximately 70 to 80 centimeters in length and 40 centimeters in width. I attempted to use Google Lens for further information, but the results were limited, primarily showing other wooden objects without additional details. Anyone know what this is? This is a device designed for storing captured fish, specifically engineered to remain stationary in a flowing stream. I found it in one of the kitchen drawers that we seldom clean or organize. It appears to be quite old, and its origin remains a mystery. While I have seen it before, I never took the time to investigate its purpose. I suspect it may be related to can opening, but I was unable to use it for that purpose. The item is quite rusted and features a folding, sharp tip. It is relatively small, and no one I consulted could identify it. My mother is also unfamiliar with its function and has never used it. Any ideas what this thing is? It's a P-38 can opener. Military issue. Pretty cool little device. The P-38 is a small can opener that was issued with canned United States military rations from its introduction in 1942 to the end of canned ration issuance in the 1980s. Originally designed for and distributed in the K ration, it was later included in the C ration. As of 2024, it is still in production and sold worldwide. I saw an object at a local junkyard in Hungary that stands approximately 2 to 2.5 meters tall. It appears to be constructed from a type of metal and has a bell-shaped design. I would suggest that it is likely a rocket engine cone. The two pictures depict different objects, yet they exhibit a striking resemblance, although the top portion of one appears to be missing or possibly replaced. Both objects are similar in size, material, and shape. They have been sitting at this junkyard for a year now, and it usually stored outside. Anyone know what this is? This is a 40-year-old cone from an old Soviet rocket. I'm not sure how long it has been at this scrapyard, but I'd bet money it was from some nearby Soviet facility that was abandoned after the fall and scrapped by the locals like a lot of USSR hardware. After the fall, people in a lot of places needed food, and the USSR had no claim to the materials anymore, so they were often pretty much up for grabs. This thing could be made of a variety of things. I'm not at all sure what kind of alloys the USSR might have been using in the 70s or 80s, but it is almost definitely either mostly aluminum or titanium for all the parts that are still shiny. Steel alloys, even stainless, won't hold up to the elements with this little corrosion for long. We can be sure it never saw space because it would have been pretty shredded on re-entry and would have required underwater salvage. It might have been test-fired at some point, or maybe it was never finished. It might have been a prototype or test platform, or it might have been intended to take something to space or deliver something unpleasant to another continent. It could have been a cast-off due to a manufacturing defect. I found this object in a creek. It is small, somewhat heavy, and made of metal with a plastic bottom that can spin but does not unscrew. There are no markings or identifiable features on it. I have attempted to reverse search it, but I haven't found any results. What could this be? It's a ball caster wheel. The ball caster is a long-time favorite choice for many furniture and store fixture manufacturers. They roll and perform with great ease and usually are long-lived. All models are constructed of a durable die-cast zinc body and wheel, and are available in either a hard or soft tread wheel option. They are available in a variety of decorative finishes, sizes, and fastening options, ensuring that you find the perfect ball caster for your mobility needs. Available in several sizes and like all casters, the larger sizes perform better and roll easier. The item was found in an old hunting lodge that operated from approximately 1850 to 1970 and has been closed since then. The external pouch is made of leather, with one opening resembling wood or bone, while the other is metallic and features a removable cap. These two openings appear to be linked by a duct. The total weight is approximately 100 grams. Any idea what it could be? It is the bottom part of an old tobacco pipe. Looks like a Bavarian hunter style. The metal covers a windscreen, and that's where the tobacco goes. It is missing the stem, mouthpiece, which would have been quite long and probably ornate. I found a small hard rubber object at a campsite by a lake that can only be reached by hiking 4 miles. The object, which resembles a boot or a spark plug connector, measures approximately 3 inches in length and features a visible metal nub at one end when viewed from the opposite side. Any ideas what this thing is? This is the tip of a hiking pole. I found this object in a rural forested area. It is lightweight, likely made of aluminum, and features a sharp tip. It resembles a small metal pen-like item with a retractable sharp point rather than a writing instrument, measuring approximately 2 to 3 inches in length. Any idea what this is made for? The item in question is a nipple pick, which is utilized for cleaning the nipples of muzzle-loading firearms. Its presence in the forest could be attributed to a hunter who may have dropped it or set it down following a misfire. Additionally, these tools are employed by gunsmiths for staking castle nuts on the buttstocks of AR-15 rifles, although they can be used for staking various types of nuts. If the castle nut is not staked, the buttstock may become loose after firing several rounds. Staking is essential to ensure that the nut remains secure. I recently acquired this item without any accompanying information, leaving me uncertain about its nature. It is an old wooden box containing a solid, heavy material with metal fixtures on one side. The black substance inside resembles a rock-like material, though I cannot confirm its exact composition. Any ideas what this thing is? That is a trembler coil or buzz coil, sometimes called a jump box or tumbler coil, which just outputs jolts of high voltage. They had a few uses, but in this case, it was probably used to provide ignition to an automotive engine, early 20th century. The black sludge inside is a tar-like insulating compound which has hardened over time. On a Ford, I don't think this is from a Ford, but they used a few different models. If it is, then it is perhaps a tractor model. That compound was called Ford Hydraline.